Découvrez Montréal avec les Alouettes et Mélissa de Engel et lkers, une série exclusive signée Alouettes de Montréal où, à travers 4 capsules, nos joueurs partent à la conquête des quartiers les plus emblématiques de la ville à la recherche de leur nouveau havre de paix. Aujourd'hui, cap sur Griffintown, un quartier vivant, et pour cette exploration, on est accompagné du secondaire étoile Darnell Sankey.
So, Sank, you've been with the Alouettes for over a year now. I don't know how often you had been to Montreal before then, but just your overall impressions of the city now that you've gotten to know it a little bit.
Yeah, I haven't spent too much time in Montreal, just except when we play here when I was at I'm not sure if we played here in Calgary actually, but I know Saskatchewan. So downtown Montreal is beautiful. It's very diverse, very cultural. The restaurants are amazing, the nightlife is amazing. And all the little different areas, you know. So I just no complaints. I mean, it's good.
What type of restaurants you guys? What type of cuisine are the guys typically going out for?
We eat anything, you know. But I would say a nice steak is always great, and seafood for me especially. So it's amazing.
You're from San Jose.
Yes.
How different? Because I've been. And there's not really many similarities between Montreal and California in general, but how different is it when you go from your off-season home in California to your in-season home in Montreal? How different is the city?
I think the main difference is honestly the language.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you know, the native language here is French, and you go from anywhere in the States to Montreal, and it's like a big culture shock.
Yeah.
But you know, as far as like just day-to-day life, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like too different.
Yeah.
Especially since I live in Brossard.
Yeah,
I don't actually live downtown, so I live in a little bit more quiet of an area. But I mean, it's nice. You know, it's cool. I mean, I don't have anything negative to say at all. It's just different.
You played in Calgary. You played in Saskatchewan. I'm just curious, how different are those cities to Montreal? We know they're much further west, but just how's the vibe different?
Well, I mean, I think the difference from Saskatchewan to here goes without saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely a little bit quieter, slower life out there. I mean, I can't even really compare the two, honestly. But I think Calgary and here have a little bit of similarity just in terms of like the downtown area. And once you get out of downtown, like it's a little bit more, I guess, family oriented is a nice word. But I mean, I would definitely say Montreal is the best city in Canada from what I've seen, and I've been everywhere now.
Sank, I know you said you're living in Brossard right now, but there's somebody I want you to meet, our real estate expert, Mélissa. We're in Griffintown right now. She's going to help us discover the area, and hopefully you find your next home here.
Yeah, I hope so too. I've heard great things about Griffintown, and I'm very excited.
Darnell, I'd like to introduce you to our real estate expert, Mélissa. She's going to show us around Griffintown and take us through this vibrant neighborhood.
Okay.
Bienvenue dans Griffintown. C'est un des secteurs en fait les plus sympathiques de la ville de Montréal. C'est un endroit qui a beaucoup changé depuis ses jours industriels pour devenir un secteur très animé et riche en histoire. Je te dirais, Darnell, si tu es à la recherche d'une ambiance qui est très vibrante, ici on retrouve de nombreux restaurants tendance, des boutiques uniques et également une scène artistique en pleine effervescence. Darnell, Griffintown est vraiment un endroit parfait pour profiter de la vie urbaine. Tu peux facilement trouver des endroits tendance pour manger ou prendre un verre en famille ou avec ta copine. C'est l'endroit idéal pour t'imprégner de la vie active que peut t'offrir la ville de Montréal.
Merci beaucoup, Mélissa. It's been great. That's an amazing area, and just thank you so much for having me.
Mélissa, merci pour la visite ici à Griffintown. Sank, hope this clears things up for you. I hope you enjoyed your visit, and hopefully you'll consider Griffintown for your next stop in Montreal.
Yeah, thank you again, Mélissa. It's been a pleasure.
Ça m'a fait plaisir.